I'm Ashley Adams, and today we're going to be talking about a very serious situation going on in today's world that many people may be unaware of. Sometime in the last 5 years, the glacier atop a mountain in northern Ecuador vanished. It might seem paradoxical to have glaciers right at the equator, but the high altitude of the Andes Mountains has kept the peaks snowy year-round for thousands of years, until now. Scientists say that 80% of the Andean ice caps are likely to melt away in the next 15 years due to climate change. The glacier's demise means less water and a changing way of life for the 30,000 mostly indigenous people who live in the foothills of Cotacachi Mountain. This is their story. Over to you, Emily.
Thank you, Ashley. Today we are joined by Rosita, who lives in the foothills of Cotacachi, and Miss Zapata, who is a scientist who specializes in glaciers. Rosita, why is the mountain so important for you and your family?
Well, Emily, for us the mountain is not just a volcano with lava and rocks. It's full of grains and potatoes and all the energy of the crops that we harvest there. We have a lot of communication with nature. Our parents always had good communication with the land, and because of this communication, they always had good harvests.
So for you, this is not just a mountain, but a lifestyle and a way of living. What are some of the other things that the mountains provide for you?
Well, I remember when I was little, I would see Cotacachi after a snowfall, and she would be covered with snow. Now I see her with very little snow. We had a creek right down there, a little waterfall. That's where we would get the water to drink and to wash our clothes. The waterfall was big, but now it's really small, and it's really hard to find water.
Miss Zapata, do you have anything to add?
Yes, I do. Everything that you see that looks like sand, that's where the glacier used to be. Chumavi had water all the time because it was fed by the glacier. It's part of the glacier's hydrological balance. Snow accumulates, it compacts, and then ice forms. There's an input and an output. But with the climate change, the temperature is rising in the country. It affects the glaciers and they retreat. We're now definitely in a time when the glacier has disappeared and it no longer feeds the rivers.
And unfortunately, Chumavi is not the only creek with this problem. All over the mountain, you say, the rivers and streams are getting smaller?
The scary part is all the communities that you see get their water from these rivers. And when there isn't any water in the rivers, I can't imagine the disasters we would see.
Not everyone in Cotacachi's 43 mountain villages have heard the term global warming, but according to scientists, that's exactly what's contributing to the changes in their communities. Temperatures have gone up nearly 3 degrees in the Equatorial Andes over the past half-century. For glaciers in the tropics, that can spell the difference between stability and retreat. Since the ice cap on Cotacachi disappeared 5 years ago, residents have fought over scarce water resources. Farmers are losing crops because they have little water to irrigate. People in Rosita's community can no longer depend on local creeks.
I would like to add that the people here no longer have the same respect that they used to. Before, we respected Mother Earth, the plants, and the land and animals, and all of nature. Picking a plant was something sacred. Tearing the earth to make an irrigation canal was like killing a person. But the young people here don't maintain the culture, not even my own children. They go to work in the city and come back with other ideas. For them, our stories are only fairy tales.
Thank you, Rosita and Miss Zapata. I'm truly sorry for what is happening here and to you. But back to you, Ashley.
Thank you, Emily. Good reporting. I hope this piece shows not only Americans, but other people that land, water, and culture are a dying breed. Hopefully through education and preservation, it does not have to be. Have a good one.